What did you guys think of the movie?
I don't know, initial reactions to the movie for me, because here's like how it was for me. I watched it the first time. The very first time I watched it was not in a theater. It was more like low-key chill. And I watched it and I understood like the base storyline and a lot of the base symbolism, and I liked it. I did not love it. I did not like, my mind was not blown, but I was like, that was pretty good. Like, I liked it, and like a lot more than I thought I was going to, because I was sort of like, I've heard a lot about Parasite and it's friggin' like getting all this buzz because it was before the Oscar nominations happened. What's going on? And I watched it and it was really good. And then I looked up stuff about it and I started liking it more and more. And then I went and I saw it a second time in the theater, and then I just like loved it.
That's where it
like
clicked.
Wow. What the hell did I just watch? That was literally, I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, this was beautiful. It was well done. I enjoyed it. Like, the aesthetic of it was good, but I'm conflicted about it at the same time. Like, this story, this tale talks about a culture that I don't understand, that is experiencing somewhat of the American dream, because you have these people who are rising, you have the differences in class arriving, and then you have people who are aspiring to greater and bigger things, and how they're getting there is just, wow. I think it's really cool. So the acting was great. The set design, beautiful. I could kiss the set designer. Yeah. like a Japanese noni. No, like an Italian noni. Oh, thank you. But it was good. I enjoyed it. And
Lee Ha-jun and Won Woon-cho are the people who did the production design. So
well,
you can kiss them someday when you find them.
When I go to the Grammys next week, it's the Oscars. See, as you can tell, I'm not much of a I don't know awards, but yeah, this film for what it was very surprising, and I was kind of hesitant to watch it, to be honest with you. But
Did you like it the first time you watched it?
I've
Did you
only watched
love
it
the first
once.
time? Oh, okay. I mean, sorry.
So
that's right.
No, literally, I was like, "What the hell did I just watch?" But I was like, at the end, it was I feel good about it, but I'm still conflicted about how I feel.
That's how I felt.
I'm still unsettled in ways about certain things that happened during that film. That's what I want to relay during this podcast. Is I enjoyed it, but my stomach is still kind of like that feeling when you've eaten too many nachos. It's kind of like, what is happening?
That's
to
an
me?
amazing feeling.
Yeah. So
I had that same reaction where I got like 3/4 of the way through it, and I was like, we hit pause because we saw it on. I've went through this on a past podcast, so I won't go into it very long. But I thought to myself, like, there's still 30 minutes left of this, and I've been racking my brain for the past week trying to figure out why I did not love this movie like everyone did. And number one, I took a lot of it by like in face value, did not catch a lot of the symbolism that was on it. And number two, I finally figured it out. I didn't like a single character in this movie. I was very uncomfortable watching this family take advantage of this other family for the first half of the movie. Just, I know that they're poor, and I know that they're trying to get themselves out of a financial situation that they're stuck in. But I felt like it started, and the son was like doing what he was doing for good intentions to help the family. And he even says, Dad, this isn't a lie, because I'm going to get into college, and this is going to be the truth eventually. But then once they started getting like very self-centered in a way where they're like, we're going to get all these other people in the house fired so that our family can live this good life. Who cares what happens to this other family? That's where I had this disconnect with this family, where I was just like so uncomfortable through the whole movie watching these con artists manipulate this rich family and then take over the place, And then
that was me. I felt so uncomfortable at that point when I figured it out. I was like, what are these people doing? They're so dirty.
And then it got to the point, and sorry.
No,
go
ahead.
And then like the rich family too. They're just as bad. The most judgmental people, just like saying these terrible things about these lower class people, not meaning to, it's just the way that they were raised. And I just kept seeing the bad in all of these characters, and I just could not connect to anyone, and just felt uncomfortable through the whole thing, and just wanting it to end. And I think that's why I didn't like it.
So that begs the question, for a movie to be good, does it have to have likable characters?
No.
Or characters that you support and think are good? Because Joker is obviously a movie about a character who, while the movie like begs us to like him, but at the same time you can't like him, like while it does that, it's sort of the same thing where it's like, even though these characters, and even though there's no specific, like, even though the the Kim family is sort of the protagonist. It's really about like all of them. The Kim family, the Park family, the old housekeeper's family. It's really about all of them, and it begs a question like, with what this movie is trying to say, do you have to like the characters in order for the movie to be good, in order for the movie to get across its message? And that's my point, is that I really don't think you have to. I think it makes it better that you don't like them, because if you liked the Kim family and you thought they were good people, then it would throw a much different like twist on the movie. Like if you thought that they were good people and they were doing what's right, I don't think you could get the same message out of this movie that you do when they're not good people.